know that those who work at the Atlanta-based CDC, they're being asked to work from home today. 11 Alive's Dan Kennedy joining us outside the headquarters where this tragedy unfolded. Dan, tell us, what are things like there today?
I can tell you that work is being done here today to try to get this campus ready for people to return to work. Workers are being told to work remotely at least for today, and one worker tells us that they've been told to telework for the rest of the week. And that's not just for that worker. They say it's for all Atlanta-based CDC workers. And this is why. When you see the video, it really tells the story. Bullet holes in the windows. One worker tells me there are at least 40 bullets that hit several buildings on the campus. Across the street outside the CVS, a photo from the GBI shows dozens of evidence markers as agents photographed shell casings. Leaders at the CDC call this a targeted attack related to COVID. Reporting from over the weekend suggests the shooter, Patrick White, blamed his COVID vaccine for an illness. Law enforcement has yet to publicly confirm that motive. I talked with CDC workers over the weekend, including Dr. Elizabeth Soda, who left the campus just minutes before the gunfire. She started getting messages about the shooting when she got home.
I broke down in tears. I probably cried for 4 or 5 hours that night, just trying to process how all of this happened, how we got here as a country, and what it's going to mean for our agency moving forward.
Aisha, you've seen in that video the huge police response here to the CDC on Friday. I can tell you that they also have a lot of repairs to do inside this building where employees were hunkered down for safety. Police went door to door, kicked down many of those doors. So we're talking about broken doors, broken locks. All that, Aisha, has to be repaired before this place is safe again for employees.
And Dan, those employees, really want to know what's going on, what's next for them. We understand there was this phone call that some of them, the staffers, joined in over the weekend. What do we know about what was said there?
Yeah, listen to an audio recording of that call, Aisha, and a lot of it was going over logistics for the teleworking for this week, but then they also talked about security here on campus and a full security assessment that is going to be done. But then you also had some employees speak up and say that they want to start fundraising for the fallen officer's family. And then at least one employee also asked the CDC director whether they had been in touch with HHS Secretary Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The director of the CDC said she had been in touch with HHS, though not necessarily Kennedy directly.
All right, Dan Kennedy live from the CDC. Thank you. And coming up this morning on The Take with Chessie McNeil, we're going to have a security expert and a former Secret Service agent to join us to talk about the scene that unfolded there on Friday and Officer Rose's heroic response. The Take airs weekdays at 9 a.m. You can catch it live on the ATL or streaming right here for free on 11 Alive Plus.